Yeah, hello, everyone. Good morning. Okay, all right. So, good morning. So sorry I took a bit of time. I had to finish up on something. But yeah, I'm super glad to be here. I think a lot of people are not yet on space yet. I do not know why that is so. But if you are here, I think maybe the link has not been dropped in the group chat. But if you are here, please share the link with people to join in as well, and also drop it in Telegram group chat for others to be part of it. Okay, so today we have Mr. Ben already here and Engineer Vita here. So we already have two of our speakers on ground for today's discussion. So I have this to say I might not be very active during the session because my health is down a bit, so I might not be able to talk much, but either ways, I'll try my best to contribute as much as possible. Okay, thank you so much. All right, uh, this space is going to be interesting, but let's just wait a bit for more people to join in before we can start the space. Okay, okay. So I don't know, but we have our speakers here already. I know we should just go ahead with the space or still wait for more people to join in. I think we just have about less than 50 minutes to be here. So I think we have to take advantage of our time today. So by the way, as we are still here, let me just give the floor to the speakers available here to introduce themselves. So we have Engineer Vita and Mr. Ben here as well. So they'll just go ahead and introduce themselves. Thank you very much. So, okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Juma. Uh, Good day, everyone. GM, everybody. Welcome to the space again today. My name is Mr. Ben. I am a member of the Pine community, Pine Mentor Builder, and Pine Campus Nigerian Ambassador. And today we are here to talk about um, Pine and talking. So I heard my host mention something that is not feeling too well. Sorry. And same here too. Just just try to be on the space today. So you're welcome. So just be with us. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Engineer Vita. Next.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Juman Pi. I'm Engineer Vito by OpenManet 2025. I am a senior pioneer and I'm co-builder of Piin. So I'm here today to talk about Piin. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, by the way, Mr. Ben, thank you. Okay, so we have our two speakers here, and a lot of people are not yet on space for today. So I think we just have to go on because we do keep a 10 minutes gap before we start, and that 10 minutes is about to elapse. So I think we will just have to go ahead and start today's space, and hopefully others will join in as we progress. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for creating our time to be here today. My name is Juman Pi, and I'm part of Piin Network, but I'm also a member of the Piin community. So basically, Piin is a meme coin, but a special uh, asset class that Piin is created under, which is called the BRC20 protocol. And basically, BRC20 protocol assets are out on the BRC 20 blockchain and sorry 20 protocol. And there was a time, I think 2023, when we initially had the idea of inscription come out, and Pine was one of the most outstanding on the very first set of inscription projects to run on the BRC20 protocol. So we had over 100,000 mint on day one, and we had a lot of people joining us, over 18,000 people. And currently, we still have a lot of members in our Telegram group in both the Chinese and the English community. And the idea to which we have Pine is very simple. We have a lot of community discussions, especially within the Pi ecosystem. And one of our key discussions is always a lot about the community, the problems the community faces, and all of that. So back then, in 2023, yeah, 2023, and I think even as back as 2024, we had issues, and most people that were affected with this issue were mainly members of the Chinese community. So a lot of people could not go ahead with their KYC. A lot of people could not basically perform KYC or even have access to it. So one of the reasons why Pine was created was to help create awareness for this, help generate tokens, help generate funding for community events that are centered on the idea of getting awareness out there for KYC verification, especially for those in Asia and particularly in China. So that was a huge success. That was one of our first achievements. And since then, we have been on the market for quite a long time now. And we have done over 50 events just in China alone. I think we have done just one in Cameroon and about five or six in Nigeria and also in Vietnam. So we are always trying to expand our reach and get in touch with as many people within the community as possible. So we are focused on grassroots movement, community building, and associating ourselves with everything that has to do with the community. Basically, we are focused on grassroots social movement. And initially, when we started, we had 100 billion tokens because the Ficoin also has 100 billion tokens. And that is not a coincidence, actually. It was well thought out. And we created 100 billion tokens, but the difference between our 100 billion tokens and that of Pi Network is that we have at least every single thing. That's the whole 100 billion is in circulation. So not a single one is reserved for the core team. Not a single one is reserved for some big developer or big community builder or investor somewhere. So if you need the tokens, you go to where you can buy it on a decentralized exchange and mint the token. So that is the idea in which we started a project. And so far, we have had a lot of mints. Initially, I said we had 100,000 mints on day one, under 24 hours, but now we have cross-chained to other blockchains. We are no more just on the BRC20 protocol. We are now on Ethereum. We are now on Solana and soon to be on the Pi blockchain. So expansion has happened within the last 2 years for this community, and it's been really amazing, seriously, the way we have expanded. Even though we have faced a lot of challenges, but I think it's hard for people to see a project within the crypto space that lasts this long and is just community driven. And we have stood the test of time, honestly. Most projects like this do die in their first 1 month or so, to just vanish. But part of what has made us stand out this long is our commitment into community growth and community development. But also, we have an active community of people who contribute to every single aspect of what goes on within our ecosystem. So it's not just a job of one person, it's the contribution of each and every single one of us within the ecosystem. And that's how we grow, and that's how we expand, and even fight back market drawbacks. So that's a brief introduction to Pine. And today we're going to have a bit of lecture. So we have two of our speakers here. We have Engineer Vita and also Mr. Ben. So Mr. Ben is going to take us through the first lecture of he's going to teach us on how to make investment decisions and basically investment logic. And Engineer Vita is going to talk to us about certain experiences and examples to prove what Mr. Ben talked about, people making the right or the wrong investment decision. So I'll yield the mic for now and over to Mr. Ben to go ahead with the discussion and educate us better. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Juman. Thank you very much. All right, welcome everybody once again to this wonderful section in the crypto space where we discuss and talk about seizing cryptocurrency investment opportunities. So I would like you to pay attention. So this discussion will explore few key points in the aspect of seizing cryptocurrency investment opportunities. So without wasting much of our time, let's dive into it. So number one, we have in-depth research and self-education. First, it's crucial to understand the principles and applications of blockchain technology. Many people lack an understanding of technology and blockchain concepts, spiritual ideologies, and characteristics. This is why numerous centralized projects and Ponzi schemes masquerading themselves as blockchain ventures can still attract many people. They persist because people don't understand the principles and applications of blockchain. Those who seized early opportunities were mostly tech savvy, either understanding the technology themselves or following those who did, which is how they truly grasped the opportunities. Secondly, before investing in cryptocurrencies, we must ensure that we have set aside sufficient funds for living expenses and emergencies. These funds should be completely isolated from investments so that even if there are significant losses in extreme cases, it won't affect basic living and necessary expenses. In the high risk cryptocurrency investment field, choosing quality investment targets is crucial. And again, why we talk about buy-in is because it is unique and irreplaceable. There are many selfless volunteers in the buying community contributing their efforts, and the number of these volunteers continues to grow regardless of market ups and downs. They remain steadfast in their commitment to the community, from online meetings and Twitter promotions to offline activities, consistently contributing through rain or shine. This is the core competitiveness that allows the combined community to continually move forward. In the future, as projects becomes increasingly numerous and people grow restless, only those who can calmly manage their communities will stand undefeated. We need to recognize this point, understand ourselves, and understand the pain that we hold. Secondly, conduct risk assessments. Before starting to invest, we must clearly recognize our own risk tolerance, determine suitable investment strategies and risk levels based on personal financial situations and psychological resilience. Reasonable allocation of funds is very important, and choosing suitable investment targets is equally important. It's advisable to invest with spare money and not to go all in, even if it's all on Bitcoin, as that wouldn't be wise because Bitcoin also fluctuates and can experience black swing events. There's a saying, short term is unpredictable, long term needs no prediction. Bitcoin's long term growth is certain, but short term fluctuations are unpredictable. However, we must have the ability to bear this risk as well as the ability to assess risk. We need to consider short term risks and potential worst case scenarios. Therefore, never invest more than you can afford to lose. If losses would affect your quality of life, family harmony, or personal conduct, it is not worth it. This includes not borrowing high interest loans and ensuring that your financial security and other important goals, such as your children's educations, are not compromised. 3. How do we achieve diversified investment? In cryptocurrency investment, there's what we call diversification and spread in investment, which are very crucial, which is also very simple. Don't concentrate all your funds on a single project. As the old saying goes, don't put all your eggs in one basket. This principle applies not only to traditional investments, but also to the cryptocurrency investment field. Diversification means investing funds in different assets or projects to reduce overall risk. Through portfolio investment, you can balance the risk and returns of different assets. This way, even if one project performs poorly, others may yield good returns, thereby reducing overall losses. On the other hand, through diversification, you can participate in more diverse projects, thus gaining broader profit opportunities. Let's look into long-term investment. The premise of long-term investment is to review the project's fundamentals and developmental potential. For example, why can we ignore Pine's short-term fluctuations and hold it for the long term? It's because I believe in the culture of the Pine community and see so many volunteers constantly pushing forward along with the potential power of the millions of Pine fans behind it. Although the market is currently depressed, it can still firmly move forward with the number of holding addresses constantly increasing, continuously changing hands to consolidate the foundation. Additionally, there are many volunteers actively promoting to expand pine visibility, a phenomenon not seen in many other communities. Therefore, I believe pine will eventually have its breakthrough. So, we need to adopt a long-term investment mindset, focusing on the project fundamentals and develop potential. Rather, at the same time, not paying too much attention to short-term price fluctuations can reduce the impact on investment decisions. Another factor you need to consider why investing in cryptocurrency is continuous market monitoring. Timely understanding of market dynamics allows for timely adjustments. And even when new targets appear, you can consider allocating a bit. You can follow market news, dynamics, and adjustments through platforms like Jets Finance or exchanges like Binance and OKX. You can also follow some excellent bloggers, although their information might be scattered and chaotic, but scrolling through information can also help with promotions. Additionally, it's important to stay informed about new technologies and policy changes. And if you feel your thinking is limited or your ability to obtain information is poor, you can also rely in the Piin community. In Piin community Telegram groups, Twitter, and online meetings, different volunteers share new information every day. You can also follow the Twitter accounts of the Piin community core members and volunteers and participate in more offline activities to communicate and learn more. This way, you don't need to search for opportunities and information everywhere, and you won't feel overwhelmed. Another factor is avoid blindly following trends. Many people are easily influenced by friends or KOLs, which are key opinion leaders, and blindly follow trends. For example, a friend bought an altcoin that increased tenfold and shared it with you. At this point, you might feel anxious because the coin you are holding hasn't increased tenfold. But behind this, there might be another situation. This friend might have bought 9 other coins that all dropped but didn't tell you about this. Have you noticed the phenomenon? Even though we know many people trade stocks and we all know that about 70% to 80% of people lose money, especially in unfavorable conditions where the loss rate can reach 90%. However, the stories we hear might all be about friends making money. So why is this? The reason is that people tend to publicize their profitable experiences, which makes them feel very capable and insightful. Those who lose money tend to selectively forget and not to tell others, or surface out of it. Therefore, we shouldn't envy others when a certain coin increases 3 or 5 times. Perhaps they are also holding other altcoins that have lost value, but they just haven't told you. Everyone's financial situation is different, and we should make investment decisions based on our circumstances, not blindly following trends. This is especially true in the crypto world, where many people are accustomed to chasing rising prices and selling during dips, buying in and when they see prices going up. We also look into rational analysis and avoid emotional decision making. When investing, we should conduct in-depth analysis, local reasonings, rather than making decisions based on feelings or external factors. We need to be clear about our reasons and logic for investing, why we believe this asset is likely to appreciate, just like the 10 reasons for choosing Piin that we have shared on our previous basis. Having clear logic to support can help us firmly believe and not to be shaken by short-term market fluctuations. At the same time, we should avoid panic and greed mentalities. Many people sell in panic or greedily chase rising prices when they see prices going up. These are manifestations of emotional investing, and emotions often lead to making wrong investment decisions. Lastly, before I hand the mic over to Engineer Vital, let's understand complement operations. Understand relevant laws and regulations to ensure that your investments do not involve pyramid schemes, illegal fundraising, or fraudulent activities. Although cryptocurrency investment is not illegal, it still needs to be treated cautiously to avoid touching legal bottom lines. Before investing, we need to carefully decide the nature of the project and be alert to projects suspected of pyramid schemes or Ponzi schemes. On one hand, we should also observe whether the project has a multi-level referral network, as this is often a typical feature of pyramid schemes. On the other hand, we should be wary of projects that require direct cash collections. Legitimate cryptocurrency transactions should be exchanged through mainstream coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or stablecoins, not directly collecting fiat currency. Furthermore, if a project promises fees daily return, extra caution is needed. Taking Piin as an example, Piin is a federally insured issued institutions project based on the Bitcoin chain. Each Piin was minted by early participants with real money. Early purchases required trading with Bitcoin on OKS or Unisat in futures market. Now that it has cross-chains to Solana, it can be directly exchanged using Solana through OKS Web3 wallet or Phantom, just like buying OD, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. There are no referral links between them, let alone a multi-level referral network. So there are no security concerns mentioned above. In conclusion, in the crypto industry, we must always remain rational and vigilant. We need to learn to conduct comprehensive due diligence on any investment target, examining whether the project has development potential and whether there are relevant security risks. Additionally, like we said before, don't blindly follow trends and avoid emotional decision making. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope we have learned from that. So I will keep mute my mic for now, and I'll hand over the microphone. Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Ben. Okay. So we have heard he spoke about a lot of investment logics there and how the crypto market works and all of that. So we also have Engineer Vital here to educate us more on a lot of examples on people making terrible or smart investment decisions, especially within the crypto market. So over to you, Engineer Vital. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much once again, Juman Pai. And thank you so much, Mr. Ben, for your educative story. Uh, so I'm going to share about my experience about uh, cryptocurrency and buying especially. So in this rapid evolving digital age, the world of cryptocurrency is like uncharted ocean, full of opportunity and risks. This is a true story of member of Pine community, recounting how he navigated those troubled waters, experiencing losses and setback before finding his own path. In June 2019, I left direct sale industry and I was introduced to world of cryptocurrency by a so-called expert. This new event feels like undiscovered continent fills me with existence as worth seemed within reach. However, the reality can be cruel. In just 6 months, I lose more than 46,000 US dollar. Back then, my mind was filled with fantasies of getting rich overnight. I lived in joy of rising price without truly understanding the nature of Bitcoin or importance of blockchain technology. I brought the Bitcoin and participated in so-called interest earning scheme, staking Bitcoin on platform in exchange for their tokens. Branded by a high interest rate, I freeze of bull market. I dreamed those tokens would support Bitcoin. Looking back, I was like a person dancing on the edge of cliff with crossed eyes, always at the risk of falling into abyss. By the end of 2019, the unexpected COVID-19 pandemic completely disrupted my life and pushed me to my lowest point. During this difficult period, I began to deeply reflect on my decision making ability uh, judgment criteria. Despite the painful ruses, I still firmly believe that a blockchain technology had immense potential. This time, however, I decided to truly understand it rather than blind for others. Hungering for knowledge. I mm, I found the tech company and I began learning about IPSF and Bitcoin. This learning experience became my turning point through in deep studying. I gained the comprehensive understanding of blockchain technology. This progress was not just a technical, it was a transformation in my way of thinking. From later 2020 to the first half of 2021, the cryptocurrency market experienced the wide bull run. So thank you so much for previous learning and preparation. I see this opportunity and I made a millions. At the time, I felt as I had become worth overnight. However, I later realized that those gain was well more than a result of market favorable condition during that special period rather than my experience, my investment skills. During this bull market, I witnessed a more jaw-dropping story. Some person invested in mining machine only to lose everything. Other invested a few hundred of dollars in so-called meme coin and ex- unexpectedly made a ton of millions. So, uh, those extreme example made me realize that in this market, simply chasing the trade is far from enough. Without continued running and deep and growth, one will be inevitable became a target for others to profit from. Although I achieved some success in this bull market, looking back, I still missing many opportunities. This was mainly because my understanding of cryptocurrency financial investment was severely lacking. I was not until I joined book club organized by Crypto Veteran that I truly realized the gap in my knowledge. During this during the subsequent beer 2 year beer market, I began systematically studying and filling in these gaps. However, the accumulation of knowledge does not immediately transfer, translate into wealth glow. I watched a hypocrisy as an asset in my wallet significantly shock. This painful experience only strengthened of my determination to learn more. In 2023, after failing in other investment, I still firmly believe that the cryptocurrency market offered the best opportunity for ordinary person to change their fortune. Through the friend's introduction, I come closer the Pine project. At that time, the concept of inscription was trending, and Piin is a short of Pi inscription. Was in a innovative project based on this technology. Upon learning that Piin was a project driven by a Pi network community, I was immediately intrigued as a Pi miner myself. With many friends doing the same, I recognized the immense potential flow and influence of innovative projects based on existing community. After full research, I not only invested in multiple Piin token, but also actively participated in various Piin community activities. I became one of the main promoter of offline salon event, witnessing firsthand the growth and progress of Piin project. Within the community, I became one of the most widely traveled voluntary, actively participating in outreach effort. This experience has been invaluable to me, although they may not be immediate economic return in a short time. I believe this is a most previous experience in my way of in my journey of learning and growth in cryptocurrency field. Through the community involvement, my understanding have significantly improved and been put to the test. Today, my main assets are in Piin, and I deeply believe in potential of Piin project and even more in power of community. In cryptocurrency world, consensus is core value, and the project that can trigger phenomenal influence are real. Each of us participates in protagonists of this existing story. Through various social platforms, we spread culture, spirit, and brief of Piin community to everyone seeking opportunity. I firmly believe that in in this new market cycle, we will ultimately succeed because of Piin. This journey has touched me that in the world of cryptocurrency, passion alone is far from enough. True success require continue learning, deep thinking, and unwavering belief. Mostly, uh, it require defining the project and community that you can identify with and full committed to. For me, Piin is exactly that. In this digital world full of knowledge and opportunities, each of us is writing our own story. And my story with Piin is just beginning. So I would like to thank everyone who are here, and my speech is ended by here. Thank you so much. Juman Pai, you can take the mic. Thank you. Juman Pai, can you hear me? Mr. Ben, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Juman Pai, yep, yep.
All right, yeah, thank you so much, Engineer Vita. I think so. In last space, we had a discussion, uh, but I think we should just go straight into that discussion with the few minutes we have right now. So, first thing is, uh, Are we sure of having Piin on the Pi blockchain anytime soon? I think uh, that was the first question that we had. And I don't know what the stats are right now, but one thing is always sure that we are going to have Pi, Pi blockchain open up to a lot of tokenization. But right now, we do not have Pine on the Pi blockchain. Which, to be fair, Pi blockchain has not really opened for mainnet integration right now, so everything is still in its test period. So we hope soon we'll be able to have we'll be able to have Pine on the Pi blockchain. Okay, all right, and something else that I think they handle, uh, I think it was relating to the community, something like that. Okay, let me check. Okay, okay, all right. So we have a Telegram platform. If you want to join our Telegram platform, we have a Telegram platform that you can join us. We have over 20,000 plus people on the Telegram platform. So do well. We'll drop the link here. So do well to try and join the platform. And ways to get Pine is very interesting because currently we only have Pine on the BRC20 protocol, but I think the most active one right now is the one on Solana. So we have on Solana as well right now. So you can buy it on what's it called? Phantom Wallet, and you can also buy it on literally any DEX that support swapping on any wallet, even Trust Wallet. You can get it there on Trust Wallet as well. Yeah. So, um, which other question did I not answer? Okay. By the way, for the speakers, and does anybody have contribution to make? Or because so does anybody has any contribution on that, especially when it has to do with the tokenization part of it?
All right. Jim, everybody again. Yeah. So talking about tokenization, I think we are gradually getting there. So I think the Backwell team um still working on a lot of I think underground projects. So and by the time we cross chain to blockchain, or by the time by cutting opens up the blockchain for integration, I think there will be lots more developments in per in, yeah, because yeah, I know many people have like will be like, you can have many people coming on my DM on WhatsApp or TG, you know talking about the price. I'll be like, come on, I'll be like, see, we are not looking at the price now. What we're looking at is the value we are trying to create. Good. So what we're looking at is the value of what we have. We have always told people that our community is not or what we are telling or talking about is not a get rich quick scheme. I've said that from the beginning. So if Pain can come out and tell you you're not a get rich quick scheme, being being opened up, being forward, straight to the point, and everything. So I believe it needs all the trust that it could get from each and every one of us. Like like my host said, it's heartbreaking to find out that many projects that started with an in are nowhere to be found today. It started breaking because they didn't come with the right mindset or with the right frame of mind towards the community. Yeah, so I will um I will want to tell everybody to uh chill, relax, because that soon, because immediately the Pi blockchains opens up for integration, immediately we are integrating with the Pi blockchain. And I believe that's a good news that everybody wants to hear. And again, we are hoping that we understand the value and not the price. Yeah, many of us are looking at the value of Pi now. We're like, no, we're not looking at the value. We're not looking at the price. Sorry, we're looking at the value it's creating, the value we want it to create. We give meaning. Is the meaning we give out is what the meaning we give out to what we are holding that people say it as. So when we give value to what we are holding, people respect it. And I also want to thank the Piin Army, Piin volunteers around the world. They are doing an incredibly amazing job. I would like to take. It's not easy, 2 years plus now, and still grinding and still making waves, points, and everything. It's not easy, and we are still here. And trust us, we are going nowhere. We will still be here, and we have visions. We have visions, and we still actualize that. So you're going to be rest assured that um, the hold up of integrate of tokenization into or integrating into the Pi blockchain is not from the Pi is not from the Pi in community. No, we are waiting for the Pi core team to open up the blockchain for integration. And once that is being done, we are moving to the Pi blockchain. So I want to say thank you very much to all of you that came into the space. I'm seeing so many wonderful people here. You're all welcome. And let's have it in mind that Bahrain has come to stay. And we are creating much more positive response to all negative damages that meme coins have done in the past. That is why we are here and we will do that. So thank you very much.
Yeah, sure. Mr. Ben, thank you so much. I think the last statement you made is one of our key driver because there is a lot of negative and bad aura when it comes to meme coins, when it comes to uh, the standardization for memes. I mean, right now, memes are the most widely circulating tokens, but they are the fastest to die on any blockchain, by the way. So, yeah, so we just have to wait for the PICO team to open up tokenization for the ecosystem. And after that, yeah, we are good to go on the Pi blockchain. And but for now, we are still testing it to be sure that the process works. So, and by the way, so sorry for my voice. My voice is down, so sorry everybody. But yeah, I think next space will be better. So yeah, also Engineer Vita, do you have something to contribute to that as well? Okay, I think he's okay. He's available. All right, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, brother. I don't have much to say about this one. So maybe you can uh, continue talking about it.
All right, all right, no problem. Thank you so much. So I think we have had a bit of conclusion on set of matters today. When it comes to tokenization, it's not really on us. So I think people should be a bit more patient and just wait for the PICO team. I heard they went on vacation. So I saw on the group someone, I think someone that tracks the PICO team activity or something like that, said that they went on a vacation. So hopefully when they are back, they would engage with the community and we'll talk more with them seriously because there are so many things that are not the way they should be, and we need a lot of correction. So we wait for them to be available and start discussions as well. So yeah, for now, we can't do much, especially as a community in Pine. We just have to wait for the PICO teams to, come up with certain things that will help us build more on the Pipe blockchain. Okay, so if we have questions, I think we'll drop it, but we have a very limited amount of time left for us right now. So if you have questions, by the way, who has a link to the Telegram platform? So you can just drop it here in case someone is not part of the Telegram platform. So that, um, okay. All right. So if you can, the link should be up here. Yep. So if you can join the group chat if you're not part of us and just give it few minutes. Sorry, not few minutes. Just be hopeful that the PyCore team are going to open up for tokenization so that we can get on Pi mainnet. Yeah, but for now, there is no way for that to be possible at this point in time. So we are hopeful and we are optimistic that everything would go according to plan. So thank you so much for joining today's space, each and every single one of us. Thank you so much for creating our time uh, to join today's space. I do deeply appreciate so many people that came out for today. So thank you. If you have questions, please do well to ask in the Telegram group. So that should be fine. Okay, thank you so much. And finally, any question you have, honestly, please drop it in the Telegram group or you ask any of the speakers. Anybody would be available to answer your questions. So thank you so much and have a lovely day. Goodbye. All right.